Hello everyone at Acreation. I'm Sid. I'm 24 years old and I'm an actor.
And I'm Beck and I'm 35 years old and I'm an artist.
And today we're here to just talk about struggling artists. We've been given questions by the people at Acreations. And the first question is...
Yeah, we were just talking about this, and in the economy at the moment, to be an artist is, it can be a big struggle just because there's not much funding, and you have to make the pennies match up, so you find yourself doing lots of jobs to do the thing that you love, but it's worth it, because when you plug at it for long enough, you do get somewhere, do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree on that. I mean, I've been in the arts since I was in year 9, I think, and I think also because I've graduated from uni 2 years ago, and I've been in the whole artist world, and so far I found it as funny as this is, a bit of a struggle, but that's not to say I have enjoyed it so far, and I think it is down to the economy and down to funding. And because working as an artist can be a loathsome career. I don't know about how you've experienced this, but as an actor, as a lot of you can relate, it is a very isolated kind of career path. In the sense that you work on projects together for a brief moment in time, and then you leave that project and you go on to your next project, and you have to find that work yourself or through an agent. But for me, I see the arts as a community, and I take that opportunity to network with people, if that's a buzzword, and create links and communities within the arts sector, so we can, if we haven't got the work coming through, we can make our own work. We've got our own. Everyone these days, I think everyone, if we can make our own work, I think we can do our own thing, because we've got a lot of things at our disposals, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I guess at the end of the day we live in a country where we do have freedom of expression, where when you have an idea you can make it happen. Yeah. And to a certain extent, I think we almost have a duty to do that, because in so many other parts of the world you don't have that freedom. So yeah, it's worth it. I mean, I've taken a different route in, because I started off as an engineer and I studied different subjects, but I've discovered that I am in my soul an artist, and so I've given up kind of well-paid jobs to do this, but it's definitely worth it.
I mean, I love performing. I love escaping into a fictional world to tell a story, to become a character, to do some performance art, and I think it's that freedom of expression that we do have in this country, that we are allowed to do without judgment, without being refrained and stopped from doing what we love doing. And I think if we took that approach, in the sense that we have got this freedom and not wallow about, oh, I'm a struggling artist, or or pity me. I think if we kind of like just went, hold on a minute, we've got a camera, we've got script writers, we could just get our friends together, and do something.
Yeah, because I think we have to support each other. Yeah. And at the end of the day, there is the funding. You have to fight for it, but there is the funding there. Like there's the Art Council funding, there's Research Council funding, and you've just got to keep plugging at making those applications, and like you say, networking with the community and kind of making the links that make it happen.
Yeah, which goes on to our next question.
I don't have near as much money as I used to doing other jobs, and so I have to working at how I pay my bills and things. So, for example, at the moment, where I'm staying, I'm paying rent by painting a mural on the back of somebody's house. But I think that makes life interesting. I would prefer to live like this than to be comfortable, because I think being comfortable shuts off your brain somehow. I prefer to be alive.
Yeah. I totally agree in that sense, because I've graduated 2 years ago, and I've been in and out of jobs like a revolving door, because I can't get my head around this routine of just going up, working, getting paid, getting up, working, getting paid. I just can't get into that. And it's like an addiction. Like I start having withdrawal symptoms from the arts, and I need to do something. I need to have that creative outlet. So am I a struggling artist? Yes and no. Yes and no. I never fear about money. I don't. It's something I don't worry about. I think money, because I know when money will come and go, and I'm competent to know, to plan ahead. Like it's like a roller coaster. You have your ups and downs. I think. I
guess the thing that that we struggle with is the idea and how do you make it happen. Rather than, I guess that's the mindset you've got to think of, is that you're struggling with, like for me it's kind of how do I get the materials, how do I make this something that somebody can interact with, how do I create an opportunity for people to get involved, and that's I guess the way that you've got to think of it. And the other stuff, it's important and you have to keep plugging at it, but it happens.
It happens because within the arts, everything just falls into place. I mean, it's not a complacent feeling, but things will happen. Things will eventually fix themselves. To quote Albert Einstein, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, and I think I live by that. I mean, things will be there. We are in a position where there are constant opportunities. Even in the face of like funding cuts, the arts being threatened.
But and I'm going to say another quote from Aristotle: "You are what you mostly do," and you've got to do bar work, you've got to do temping work, you've got to do the other stuff, but you can infuse it all with your expression and your creativity. And if you're an actor, if you're an artist, if you're a performer, just make sure that is what you mostly do.
And I think I totally agree with that. I think that was what I was talking about. I mean, having a day job that works around your creativity is quite difficult, but it's a means to an end. At the end of the day, you're not going to see yourself trapped in a bar work or a waiter or whatever at the end, but it's a means to an end. And if it keeps you afloat and it keeps your hunger for the arts alive, then so be it. At the end of the day, like I said, it's a means to an end. And I think one of the best things I can say is, you have people that would always piss down on your parade, if I can say that. But you need to find people that are very. I think this goes into our next question: what advice we can give to struggling artists? And I think it's finding the people that are positive, that are ambitious, that share the same mutual feelings to the arts as we do, and forming that friendship and forming that community and getting rid of the negatives. And I know that's really hard, and that's really hard, and it's easier said than done, but that's the reality of it all. If you wrap yourself around negative people, that's all you're going to get is negative vibes. And if you wrap yourself around and get to know people that are positive, that are ambitious, that are proactive, you're going to have that kind of motivation, that infusion of energy and passion to continue on your journey to be an actor, a director, a writer, producer, a performing artist, whatever the case may be. And I think that's what it comes down to, is who you form friendships around. For me personally, that's how I feel, that's how I think would really help if you form that community and that bond with people that are share the same passion as we do.
Yeah, and also to adopt that mindset yourself, like be the positive person and be the person that inspires and that creates. And I mean, you're bound to have these moments where you think, am I ever going to get there? And life is too difficult and whatever, but you just have to decide that this is who you are, this is what you want, and these are the things that you want to make happen. Like Sid said, surround yourself with positive people, make sure that you live with kind of positive energy, live amongst your ideas, and you'll get there. Just believe in yourself.
Believe.
Yes.
Believe. And I think if you wake up every morning and all you can think about is acting, singing, writing, filmmaking, then that's what you should do. That's what you should pursue. Never compromise which will infringe on your passion. If you're motivated enough and passionate enough, then go for it. Life is not easy, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, success never came knocking on your door. No one's gonna knock on your door and be like, here's £1,000,000 and create whatever you want. you have to. I think in this age we have to fight to get what we want, and that's
dare to do.
You have to put the work in to get the rewards. Hard work never hurt anyone, so.
And don't wait for permission. Do it.
Do it now. Do it now. And wake up with a smile on your face, positive energy. Take each day as it comes, and have a cup of tea every day.
Yes. Yeah. Tea is the secret.
Tea is the secret. That's my secret anyway. It keeps me cheerful anyway. Tea makes everything go right. So I think on that bombshell, I think we should wrap it up there. Unless you got anything else to say.
Just, we believe in you. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're in the same position. I mean, we're fighting. We have projects, that are lined up. But we do have ups and downs. But we love it. And I'm happy. Are you happy?
Yeah.
We're happy. As long as you're happy, I think as long as you're happy, I think that's the key thing. Is happiness.
Yeah.
And then
be open, have ideas, get in touch.
Openness is the key. I think there's a lot of things to keep, but I don't know. I think that's maybe for our next video where we can talk about it in a lot
so
detail.
Tea, openness, positivity.
Happiness. Yeah. Passion, smile, motivation. And I think that's everything for now. Alright guys, love you. Peace.